Tofu scrambled eggs, a vegan alternative to scrambled eggs. It's so easy to make, it's high in protein, and it literally takes 15 minutes with just a few ingredients. You're going to need a box of tofu, a quarter of an onion, a tablespoon of parsley or coriander, some red chilies or green, some aromat or some salt, a little bit of turmeric, some garam masala, and some black pepper. And that's it. Let's get cooking. So first things first, you want to take the tofu out of the box without breaking it, and you want to remove all the moisture that has been used to preserve the tofu. And you can do this by simply using a paper towel or a dishcloth just to press down on the tofu and remove any excess water that the tofu might have. The next step is you want to break up the tofu using a fork. So you simply just use the fork to break up the tofu. You can even use your hand if you want to, not too fine, because when you're cooking the tofu, it will break further. To a heated pan, you want to add in some oil and you want to add in your onions, and you want to allow your onions to cook for at least 2 minutes. You're going to add in your first ingredient to the oil and the onions, which is the red chilies. Add in your red chilies, followed by your first spice, which happens to be the turmeric. This is a really wonderful spice to have. It has a lot of benefits in using turmeric or having turmeric, and it's also going to serve the purpose of giving the tofu eggs the color that resembles eggs, yellow. Stir in all the ingredients into the onions and into the oil, and make sure that everything is well combined. Stir occasionally for a good minute to 2 minutes until everything is nicely cooked before we're going to add in the tofu. Now it's time to add in the star of the dish, which happens to be the tofu that we've crumbled. Add in the tofu and mix gently. The last thing that you want is fine pieces of tofu, so be really gentle whilst you mix in the chilies, the turmeric, and the onions into the tofu. Next, we want to add in the remaining spices. So we're going to go in with some black pepper, some garam masala, and some aromat. Of course, you can add some salt if you prefer to do so, but I really like aromat in my eggs, which is the reason why I'm adding in aromat. And if you would like to add anything else that you might prefer, such as tomatoes or any other herbs, I'm adding in coriander to this. You're more than welcome to jazz up these beautiful tofu eggs as much as you would like to, according to your preference. Stir in all the spices well and cook for at least 2 to 3 minutes until everything is well combined. Mix or stir occasionally from time to time before getting ready to serve. And lastly, to your tofu eggs, you want to sprinkle the remaining coriander and you are ready to serve. This is the best alternative to eggs, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan. It really does make a perfect breakfast, healthy vegan breakfast. Enjoy.